After COVID-19 forced a year-long hiatus of the point-in-time count of homelessness, it is finally back on. Cronkite News reporter Payne joined the count coordinators as they surveyed people experiencing homelessness and tells us why this event is important to those communities.
When your home is on the street, it's easy to feel like you're seen.
It's not, it's not the worst.
But not counted.
Chronic fatigue, digestive. I have SIBO.
John O'Boyle fell into homelessness after an illness in college.
I had, they call chronic fatigue, mononucleosis, back in '86.
And 30 years later, he's still struggling.
It's a long time ago, and I haven't really recovered.
On this cold, dark morning, Boyle is one of thousands of people experiencing homelessness in Maricopa County who are seen and counted.
And how old are you?
54.
54, very nice.
Volunteers hit city streets counting and surveying people experiencing unsheltered homelessness to gather data. This data helps tell a story about individuals.
If we're able to use the point-in-time count to show that homelessness currently exists in the area and we're seeing an increase in it, it helps tell the story for why, increased resources and shelter is important.
According to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, the count revealed close to 11,000 people were experiencing homelessness in Arizona in 2020. Based on these numbers, the state was able to receive more than $46 million toward programs like transitional housing just across the way. Volunteers weren't out counting last year because of the pandemic, but Elizabeth DeCosta says there was a silver lining.
As far as it relates to homelessness services, COVID-19 shed a spotlight on the public health crisis that is homelessness, right? That people, while we were all kind of staying at home, there were people out there that had no place to go. They were surviving on the streets and had nowhere to go. So because of that, we got a lot more resources coming into our community. Resources
like transitional housing, which can be challenging to get.
I've tried to get housing, I've tried to get places to stay, but I don't know, it just doesn't work,
Despite the hardships, O'Boyle chooses to look forward.
No, I have no regrets though. Being homeless is it's not for everyone, obviously. Some people experience, temporary. Mine's been pretty chronic. Mine's been more than half my life, so.
Now armed with new information from this year's effort, there will be help for O'Boyle and thousands of others who are now seen and counted. In Phoenix, Payne, Cronkite News.
The Maricopa Association of Government says the point-in-time count preliminary numbers will be available by the end of February, and the final will be available in mid-spring.